Namaskar. On behalf of ICCR Guwahati and Shrimanto Shonkordev Kalakshetra Society Guwahati, I welcome you all to this episode of Kala Vishwa, a special campaign under Horizon series program featuring percussion music from Nagaland and Sikkim. Nagaland is one of the most beautiful states of the northeast of India. The hills are misty and the trees are lush green here. Amidst this beauty dwell almost 16 main tribes and they live here as Nagas. The Nagas are famous for their being headhunters and warriors, but beyond all this, they have a very deep-rooted tradition of cultural heritage. Tribe and clan tradition play a very important role in the lives of the Nagas. The tradition of weaving has been passed on from generation to generation, from mothers to their daughters. Talking about the tradition, the folk songs and dances also play a very important role in the lives of the Nagas. The folk songs are romantic and also historical. So the stories of their ancestors and important incidents have been passed on from generation to generation again through this oral tradition. Today we are going to present before you musical instruments used by 3 tribes of Nagaland. We are going to start with one of the major tribes of Nagaland called the Sangtam Tribe. So they use many instruments which are mostly made of bamboo, but there is one instrument called the niam which is made of metal. Another major tribe of the Nagas is the Ao. The Aos refer to themselves as Awar which means they who came from across the river Dikhu. They have two major festivals, Moatsu, which is the sowing festival, and the Sungremong, which is the harvest festival. They dress themselves up in their colorful traditional attire and groove with the beats of the drum. The Zeliang group, another major indigenous Naga community, have many rituals embedded with their life phases. Hega, one of the largest festivals of this Zeliang tribe, is celebrated during the month of February. Here we will see two Zeliang boys dressed up in their traditional attire, playing their traditional instrument called the Tampinsa. All these instruments that you just saw of the Sangtam, Ao and Zeliang tribes of Nagaland will now be played together, matching the beats of each community. Let's see how these instruments are brought together to create a groovy Naga rhythm. Today, we are bringing in front of you another percussion presentation. This one is from the beautiful Himalayan state of Sikkim. The snow-capped mountains, the flowy rivers, the alpine meadows, the glaciers, and thousands of wildflowers give a dramatic look to this land. The presence of the diverse cultures and ethnicities in the land makes it even more colorful. Today, we are going to present instruments from few of the tribes of this land, namely the Lepchas, the Bhutia, the Nepali, the Rais, the Tamangs, the Limbu or the Subbas. At first, you will see the Lepcha present their drum, which is called the Sangtam. Made from metal and animal hide, it takes about 4 months to get this drum ready. The Lepchas have a very rich tradition of songs, dance and folk tales. This drum that they are playing today is played with almost all the ritualistic ceremonies of the Lepcha tribe. Another tribe inhabiting the state of Sikkim have a very rich traditional and cultural background. Similarly, they have many musical instruments like the yangje, yarka, flute, etc. Today you will see here the Bhutia demonstrate their drum called the Ram and Nagna. These are made from metal and animal hide and are played with all rituals in their dances. Coming up next is the Nepali Madhol. The Madhol is the main rhythm keeper for all Nepali music and songs as a whole. I'm sure you must have heard the Madhol playing in the background with many Bollywood songs. The one song coming to my mind is Kanchire Kanchire. Another very colorful community of Sikkim is the Rai. You will see the Rai singing and dancing at every occasion that they find. Their songs and dance are accompanied by their drum, which is called the silicon. The silicon is also made from wood and cowhide, and it gives a great rhythm to their music. domflu is a very popular musical instrument of the Tamangs. The Tamangs are one of the most ancient groups to have inhabited the hills of Sikkim. Even the domflu is a very old instrument, but it is still very amazingly played and used with even the most modern and popular folk songs of the Tamangs. The Limbu tribe of Sikkim, they are also called as the Subba community, believe in Yumavad. Now Yumavad is the scripture, their religious scripture, which has been handed down from generation to generation through songs, dances and folk tales. You will hear them play their drum called the K with all their songs and folk tales and dances. Now the K is a drum which is made of wood and animal hide. It takes about 4 long months to get one such drum ready, and it weighs as much as 5 kilos. Ladies and gentlemen, you will now see all these musicians come together to create an amalgamation with their own ethnic musical instruments. It is very interesting to see how each instrument complements the other to create this beautiful Himalayan feel.